I just wanted to give everybody an update on our seeds that we planted about a month ago, I think it was now. You watched us do that in a previous video, so I thought it's time for an update. These are our onion seeds that we planted. They need a haircut. They took off and they're doing really, really well. What you can do with onions is before you plant them out in the ground, if they get too long, you can cut the tops of them off, and it actually helps strengthen the plant, and it'll send more energy down into making a bulb than in just growing longer and longer. You actually will help the plant out by trimming them a little bit. I'll definitely be giving these a haircut before they go out directly into the garden. This is the thyme that we planted. Now, as you can see in a couple of these cells, I lost plants. I got really busy here and missed watering one day, and they just dried out and died. But I'm not worried about it because, as you can see, we have a ton of thyme plants. I mean, if I separated each one of these little seedlings and planted it in its own pot, we'd have plenty of thyme. So I'm not worried about losing a few. Our oregano, which is doing really well. We only had one cell that plants didn't come up in, so that's doing really well. I probably should think about separating some of these soon too. And all of these herbs, if you rub your hand over them and then smell your hand, you can smell the plant. Like these, when I rub over them, I can smell oregano. Oh, it smells so good. I just discovered that today. I was pretty excited about that. Then there's the rosemary, which is super exciting for me because I've really struggled to get rosemary to germinate, and every single cell came up in these. So I'm excited for them to grow on and get bigger. And yep, definitely smells like rosemary. And then here's our sage. Now these are getting a little leggy, which means that they're just getting tall and spindly. They're growing too fast, reaching for the light. And so what I will do is I just need to transplant these. I can stick the stem down in the dirt a little bit more and they'll be just fine. They've just been reaching for the light here. And so I need to just separate them and get them down in the soil a little bit more, and they'll be just fine. These also do really well if you put them in a pot. They make a beautiful pot that you can just put on your patio or deck or anything like that. I did that one year. I had, I think, 3 or 4 sage plants in a nice big pot, and they were beautiful, just foliage pot on my patio. Next we have our bell peppers, and they're all doing really well. They've got some good growth on them, and they're just hanging out here, getting bigger and stronger, and they came up really well. Then we have our banana peppers. Look at these. Some of them are getting really big. I mean, they're putting on a lot of growth, so by the time they can go out in the ground, we should have some good sized plants. Back here we have our parsley. Now this is the one that I struggled with. I planted 2 6-pack cell containers of parsley, and I only had 2 plants come up. Now I'm thinking I probably planted the seeds too deep is my guess, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it'll be fine. I have a lot of parsley seed, so I'm just going to direct sow the seeds into my garden and it'll come up just fine, I'm sure. These I'll probably put in a couple of pots to have here at the house. And then here are my pansies. These are the Swiss Giants, and these are the springtime mixed color, and they came up super well. I should have a lot of pansy plants to be able to decorate around in pots around my patio and things like that this year. The Swiss Giants didn't germinate quite as well, but again, I've got plenty of plants, so I'm not disappointed about it. And this seed was a couple years old, so I'm not surprised either. But overall, everything's doing really well. And we actually got a lot more seeds started today. If you can see over here, we got all of our tomatoes planted, as well as our broccoli and a tray of cabbage. And then we tried something a little different, and I tried some artichokes, planted some artichokes. I'll be keeping an eye on these today to see, and through the next week and so, and we'll see when they start coming up, and I'll give you updates on them as well.